What did you just say? You just swear?
Nothing. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Emma.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Hi, producer Nath.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
Good. Hi, Max.
How's your cut going, Emma?
What cut? I'm joking. It's going well.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me, like, why is Emma cutting? Because she's
we got a question.
already very...
It says, Emma, you're so lean. Haha. Why are you cutting?
Not saying you need to cut them, Mike, or don't need to cut.
Well, don't get involved. Take your mic. Someone take his mic away. I clearly do need to cut.
I am cutting. I've already spoken about this because my clients are doing a photo shoot, and I said that I wanted to be cutting at a similar time to them so that I can kind of resonate with them and understand sort of what they're going through.
Oh, you did say that a couple episodes back, didn't you?
And also, Mike wants to cut, so I'm going to support him on his journey.
Listen, so if it's obvious, it's a bit obvious. I'm
together.
Carrying a little bit of timber, you know. I like my food. I've been kind of just putting on a bit of size. I've been doing a bit of strength training, just enjoying the whole lifting heavy. Lifting burgers. And not really been... I mean, I'm in bad shape. I'm in all right shape.
Yeah.
Just, it's not where my standards should be. I should be leading by example a bit more.
I mean, we do look back at pictures of you, don't we? And you were literally like skinny.
I mean, my screensaver is one. I look at it and go, mate, it was 10 years ago.
So yeah, it's quite fun to do it together. I feel like if you're in a couple and one of you wants to maybe start your fitness journey or do something, it's quite fun to do it together because you're both on the same journey. You're not having a bad influence on each other.
Yeah.
It's quite fun. And we've got a holiday.
That's why we're kind of doing it. It's a good little
Sicily.
marker. So it's a good little point to aim for. So yeah, we're going away in 8-9 weeks. Can't remember the actual countdown.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's on my
remember,
phone.
pictures aren't always truthful, guys. I looked quite lean in that picture, but compared to where my cut was, I've got my big bum again, and we've already spoken about my boobs.
Yeah, but a lot of girls would probably be like, but don't you want that bum?
Yeah, I do. But then I also like to challenge myself.
Mm. And also, this probably takes us on to, not that it is body shaming by people saying, why are you cutting? But you're just doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's your body. And I guess you also want a bit of a challenge. We spoke about routine last week, and I do feel that part of us doing it was because we wanted to get into a routine. And it's just good to do, isn't it? You can focus on...
I've had a nice break from tracking foods. I haven't been tracking foods. And yeah, it's just quite nice to kind of feel a bit more in control again. And it just goes back to just you can be in control of what you and your body is doing. You don't have to be doing a certain thing. You can do what you want depending on what your goal is.
Yeah.
My goal was to just have a bit of time off after the cut, enjoy my food a little bit, do what I wanted to do. And now I'm like, right, I want some routine. I want some normality back in my life.
Yeah. It's quite nice that a lot of people have kind of said that, to be fair. It's a nice comment. Like people questioning why you're cutting because you already look so good. So the answer to that is you personally don't feel you are where you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I tell you another nice comment we got about that?
We got or you got?
I got.
Yeah.
I got really big quads and they're way bigger than Mike's. Mike's been skipping leg day way too much, and I think this was a sign. Stop skipping leg day.
Yeah. Yeah. I just haven't been training as many days as I used to, and it's just I've not been as committed to legs as opposed to push and pull.
Well, I suppose your upper body is your main.
Well, no. I mean, I do train legs. I just definitely don't train them at the intensity as I once was.
It's like me. I definitely prioritise legs and glutes over my upper body.
There's no excuses really. I just haven't trained at the correct intensity or frequency. So
if you had a coach, what would they be telling you, Mike? There's no excuses.
Up your leg game.
Up your leg game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stop digging Mike out. Anyway, so yeah, we're doing a cut. Emma's got bigger quads. I'm fat. Emma's perfect. Great. See you later.
I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not.
Yeah. Okay, so you did get another question, didn't you? That we were talking about.
Yeah,
and
well,
it
you were
actually we
kind
wasn't actually recording, by the way.
You was kind of going on to it a little bit. So someone said, can we talk about body/diet/gym shaming?
Okay. This is actually like in our records to actually do a episode on, so we won't go too much into it. But I just generally think people should just keep their. I mean, everyone's in. How do I want to put this?
Spit it out.
People should just keep their thoughts to themselves. Do you know what I mean? If someone wants to go to the gym, if someone wants to build muscle, if someone wants to fucking have a salad for lunch, it's not you. Just let them do them.
Yeah,
okay?
do what makes you happy, guys. Don't worry about what other people think.
If you want to not go to the gym and you want to sit there and eat popcorn and watch Netflix and eat burgers, you do you.
Yeah.
They're not mugging you off.
Or do both. We do that. We sat there and watched Netflix with a bit of popcorn a couple of weeks ago.
No, we don't. We eat salads. Emma.
Sorry.
No, I'm joking.
I was meant to say that.
I just think it's that the shaming's pretty shit. I mean, if someone wants to go to the gym, it's their body. So stop saying you don't like it. No one cares if you don't like that person.
But also, they might not be going to the gym for their body. They might be going for their mind and their mental health.
Yeah, just don't shame people. Like if you're at work and you see someone maybe having a smaller lunch or eating a salad or not joining in with everyone getting a takeaway, just let them be them. They might be trying to better themselves. They might be trying to get themselves to a happier place just because you're happy with how you're looking. Mm-hmm. But funny enough, a lot of people that shame people are probably not happy, and it's kind of their way of getting it out, and can be definitely an element of jealousy.
Yeah.
By shaming someone else's body or shaming a girl because she's got big legs.
Because they don't have to get up and go
because they don't have to get up and go. And I fully understand some people may not like that look. Like, you may look at a bodybuilder, a girl might look at another girl who's a bodybuilder and go, you don't like that look. Yeah, you don't like that look on you. Mm-hmm. Don't say to her you don't like her look, because it's got nothing to do with you. It's not your body. Just keep it to yourself. Like, it's okay to not like that look. I'm really talking, and it's okay to not like that look and not like muscles and not like big legs if you're a girl or something. Look at me. Maybe if you're a guy, you don't like big legs. Clearly.
Yeah, maybe people don't like my big quads.
Yeah, but then that's them. Like, don't say that to you.
I like them.
You like them, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
I like them. That's all that matters. There you go.
Do you?
Yeah, I wish I had them.
Wow, I think that's the first time you've complimented me on this
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
And he said he liked my quads.
You all the time.
I'm just trying to claw back the toxicness.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to go on to that topic because, as you see, it kind of rallies me up because it pisses me off. So let's talk about it, something else. We're doing a whole episode on that for the person that asked that question.
Well, considering we are cutting/dieting, let's talk about dieting tips for anyone out there who's dieting.
Yeah. Dieting hacks. That's what I put in the message to you.
Sorry.
Not dieting tips.
All right. What's the difference between tips and hacks?
Hacks sounds better.
All right. Dieting hacks. So the first one that I would go for, which I preach to everyone, is plan it out. So should I tell you what I do? Let me tell you what I do. Let me tell you. So obviously I do a weekly shop.
And when you say what you do it for both of us, so I'm not going to say what I do.
Yeah. So I do a weekly shop every week, get all my food in one day to last me the week. I've actually learnt from this because there was one point where I was doing the weekly shop and I wasn't planning it out. I was literally just going to the supermarket, walking around, picking up everything that I saw that I was like, oh, that looks nice. Oh, I'll have that. Grab a bit of that. Grab a bit of this. Yes, Michael. Thank you for putting your hand up.
Can I just add that was me that said that to you?
No, it wasn't.
It was because I noticed the food bill going up quite high and we were buying stuff and then I was looking in the cupboards and there was still stuff in there.
I was just about to get to that bit. But
and
yet again, you've cut into me and taken my subject and started talking about it.
You wasn't going to say that was the reason why you changed. So shut up. I'm saying Emma had this thing where she, at first world problems, I'm telling you, she would go do the shop and then buy things that we've already got or haven't used up.
Because I didn't look before I went at what we
You used to wing it. It's like winging your training. I mean, I'm just going to shut up. It's like winging your train, isn't it? You're
Right,
setting
yeah.
yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
You was winging your food shop and
Yeah.
failing because
Yeah.
it was costing a fortune and we were doubling up on things we didn't need and it was going out of date.
Yeah.
People out there starving
Can I
and
finish
just you
what I
wasting food.
Can I finish what I was saying now?
Yeah, rant over.
Wasting
This is
food
why
and doing
you-
too much washing.
Yeah. This is why you talk majority of the time on the podcast, because you just can't.
Okay, over to you.
I forgot what I was saying now.
You were saying
Anyway,
about...
I was going to the food shop, picking up everything and anything. Get to the end of the week, the chicken that I bought is out of date because we haven't eaten it up. We've got double of the tomato passata. We've got veg that's gone out of date. We've got fruit that's gone out of date. And it's just, like you said, it's a waste of food. So what I started doing was planning out my meal. So I sit down, I put the days of the week down. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'll put breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. And then for each day, I'll put, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast, this is what I'm going to have for lunch, this is what I'm going to have for dinner, with all the ingredients needed for that. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You get a shopping list made out of that. So it's 2 steps in one. You've planned out your meals and you've got a shopping list.
Who would have known?
Pick up your bags so that you don't have to pay 20p per bag. Get yourself a trolley. Get in the supermarket. Go through your shopping list. Get your food. Bosh.
And it's like £20-30 cheaper as well because you planned it. You're not
because you
bothered.
planned it and you're not getting more than you need.
And also, you don't just pick up random stuff that you think you want at the time and then you don't want. If you've just got a list to follow, it's like, right, follow that. Bosh, done.
Yeah.
Good tip,
And
Emma.
make sure they're like easy meals. If you're someone that doesn't have much time or doesn't have time to cook, make sure you pick things that are going to be easy for you to
Well,
cook.
that's the next one, isn't it? Like prepping food.
Yeah. Go on then.
Huh?
Go on then.
I mean, I'm going to let you have this one.
Oh, are you?
I think you should have the first one because
I
look,
just
listen,
did the first
listen,
one.
Emma's an absolutely lovely woman. She's very good. She's very good to me, and I'm quite lucky. I've got no excuse because she does the cooking and does prep my foods and does the shopping and stuff like that. So I'm gonna, because you're so good to me, I'm gonna be good to you back and let you have this moment.
Thank you so much. Wow, what an honour.
No, I'm just being appreciative of what you do for me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate what you do.
Dieting hack 101. Get a girlfriend who cooks for you.
You just ruined that.
I'm
You
just
actually just
joking.
ruined
Mate,
that.
it's just for the trolls,
You
mate. I'm
ruined
just,
the nice
I'm just trying to get cancelled.
moment. Anyway, so meal prep. So again, let me tell you what I do. So I pick 2 days of the week. Usually for me, it's like a Sunday and a Wednesday. So on a Sunday, I'll prep meals for the next few days. Now, this can be all your breakfast, all your lunches, even your dinners if you need to. If you come home from work and you don't even have time to cook dinner, make sure you know what meals that you need to be prepped. Again, pick something easy. Honestly, it shouldn't take you more than an hour to prep your meals. Prep your meals on a Sunday, do the same on a Wednesday. That's 2 hours out of a whole week. How many hours are there in a week?
There's 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
There's 7 days
Yeah.
in a week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you to it. We did the dance last night. Remember, you were really good.
24 times 7.
Yeah. So how are you going to break that down?
I don't know.
So what is 20 times 7? So what's 2 times 7?
14.
Okay, so add the 0, 140.
140.
What's 7 times 4?
28.
Yeah.
I mean, you've
What's-
got a double 14. It's not rocket science.
28.
And then-
140 plus 28.
Yeah.
168.
Well done, Emma.
2 hours out of 168 hours. So that leaves you with 166 hours of the week that
No,
you're
it
not
doesn't.
meal prepping.
No, it doesn't.
What?
You said an hour a day, yeah? Oh, no, sorry, 2 hours a week.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry,
2
you're right.
hours out of your week.
Bollocks.
You got 166 hours not meal prepping. Anyway, that was way too long-winded. Prep your meals.
You're lucky
You
you're
go.
pretty, Emma.
Uh-huh.
You're lucky you're pretty.
Thank you, Nathan. I'm getting loads of compliments on this podcast.
I'm not 100% that was a compliment.
Okay, yeah, no, neither. Go on then.
Right, so you've done plan your meals, shopping, and obviously the next one you've said was tracking your food
Oh, yeah. So
the night before to make it easier.
Yeah, so make sure you've got an app we use MyFitnessPal to track your foods on, and rather than doing it every time that you eat a meal or you cook, because it's so blimmin' long, you're trying to cook and at the same time you've got to put in the quantity, just long. Do it the night before. So sit down 10 minutes, night before, think, right, this is what I'm going to have for breakfast, this is what I'm going to have for lunch, this is what I'm going to have for dinner, this is what I'm going to have for my snacks. Make sure it's within your calories, make sure you hit your protein goal. Bosh.
It's worth noting that with tracking, it gets easier as you start building out your library of foods.
Yeah, you can save
Because
meals.
you can save meals, and you can also, it just saves as you enter stuff or scan stuff, it saves and it saves and it saves. So over time you accumulate stuff, so it's quite easy. And if your quantity is always pretty similar, it's quite easy to bang it in there, isn't it?
Yeah, bang it in there.
And then like Emma said, do it the night before, because otherwise you never know what could happen during the day. You get busy.
Yeah, then you forget to track something, and then you get to the evening, you're like, I don't even know how many calories I've had today.
And then you don't do it, and then the next day you don't do it, and then there you go. So I wouldn't say tracking's the hack. It's more, the hack is more inputting the data the night before.
Yeah.
Bosh. Can we stop saying bosh?
You just said bosh.
Said it about 10 times in this podcast.
Do a compilation of it. Bosh,
Yeah,
bosh, 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 bosh.
So now if we look at the foods that we're eating, so obviously we've just talked about planning and preparation, which obviously saves you time, which is positive. So now would be choosing higher volumed foods,
Yeah.
and higher protein foods. We'll do volume first.
Yeah.
So all your kind of like your veg really, veg is like your broccoli and all that jazz, is high volume, because you can have loads of it for less calories. Therefore, it kind of fills you up more, so you get more bang for your buck. Is your eye okay?
No, I've really got something in my
Okay,
eye.
I better keep talking so the camera doesn't
Is
go
it your
to you.
finger?
No, I think it's a dog hair.
Okay, I'm going to keep talking because Emma's fingering her eye. And now she can't stop laughing. So higher volume foods. Take the mic away from your mouth.
What's that squeak?
Yeah, I know. So higher volume foods. So like if you're going to have, for example, I don't know, chicken, sweet potato, and then broccoli, you want to put a big load of your broccoli, your green beans, asparagus, all that stuff in there, because the volume of that is going to fill you up, and obviously burn and take up less of your calories. So high volume foods is certainly a very important factor when dieting, because as you know, if you're dieting, you're going to feel hungry because you're in a deficit. But if you've got more volume, psychologically it helps. You feel fuller. You feel like you've eaten more. You therefore don't feel as hungry.
That's a good thing to touch on actually really quickly. If you feel hungry, well done. Like, that's a good thing. You're meant to feel hungry when you're dieting. If you're not feeling hungry, your deficit probably isn't big enough.
Yeah.
You are going to feel hungry. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, hunger's normal. I mean, it's a positive. I mean,
Yeah.
you just kind of got to get over it, ride the storm. I mean, you could be one of my clients. I can't wait to share their pictures doing the photo shoot on Saturday, and yeah, they're on. So what we've done this last week, if we've gone no carb, we've depleted their carbs for a couple of days. They're on super low calories. This isn't sustainable, by the way. This is for a photo shoot, and yeah, they definitely feel hungry. I think they've even gone past the feeling of hungry.
Yeah.
Because they are in a seriously high deficit for a short period of time, but they will be loading up on some carbs tomorrow, which they're all very, very excited for. And then, yeah, I mean, they're all in. Oh, you've seen a couple of them, haven't you? They're in mad shape.
It's exciting.
Yeah, very, very exciting. But anyway, back on track. High protein, Emma.
Yes, high protein. Obviously, we all know that protein keeps us fuller for longer because it regulates our hunger hormones.
Mm-hmm.
It takes longer to digest. And I've said this before, but it's a macronutrient that's just so important. And a lot of people kind of turn a blind eye to it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're more focused on carbs and fats, and carbs are bad.
Macronutrients.
Yeah. Huh?
Macronutrients. The way you said that was quite funny.
Why?
No, it was good. It made sense, but the way you said it was very like
Macronutrients.
yeah. The way you said it, cracked me up.
I've got to make myself sound smart because you two have made me sound like the dumbest person in the world.
Emma.
Well, let's just say maths is not your strong point.
Yeah, maths
I
is
think
not my
you've done
strong
it
point.
yourself.
So yeah, things like lean meat, chicken, fish.
Fish is very good.
Greek yogurt. Yeah, just lots of
And obviously
chickpeas, beans,
chicken,
if you're
turkey.
veggie.
Very good. But yeah, obviously fish, get your omega-3. But obviously you've got some fat in fish, so not always necessarily the best calorie option, but obviously very good to have.
Yeah.
As tuna. I think that's got less fat.
Yeah, so I say to all my clients, make sure you, when you're planning your meals, like I said earlier, make sure every meal is planned around a protein source. So the first thing when you're planning out a meal, think, right, what is my protein source going to be? And then add in everything else around
Everything
that.
else, yeah. Love it. What is next, the coach? What are we going for?
Water? Are you just making me talk? Or do you feel like you talk on every other episode?
I was just having a sip of my coffee.
Right. Obviously,
I
you
was
need
parched.
to be drinking a lot of water. I don't know how you feel, but I feel when I get new clients, they drink next to nothing when they first come to me.
100%. Every time they do a consultation form, it's normally either they don't know because they don't drink anything, or it's like 1 litre, and that's like a guess. So, yeah. So clients normally go from drinking no water to complaining that they're going to the toilet too much.
So sometimes we can mistake hunger for thirst. So to be drinking a nice amount of water, if you're sat there thinking, I'm really, really hungry and I haven't got a meal due for another few hours, have a nice glass of water, or just chug down some water. And you'll usually find that it can sometimes like suppress that hunger feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just super important, isn't it?
You'll find so
many energy as well.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of benefits. A lot of women as well say that they don't feel they're as bloated when they drink water. Their skin clears up. A lot of my clients' skin is much better.
Skin, hair,
and you're a lot more productive.
Yeah, brain fog. You starve your brain of hydration, then you get brain fog and you're not as productive. So it's very, very important, and it's also worth kind of having some sort of like electrolyte or something as well.
Yeah, you love your electrolyte.
He
literally forces electrolyte. Well, okay, I'm not going to say that. He gives me an electrolyte.
You're not going to take it. You're like a child when it comes to your vitamins and that.
Yeah.
I was looking at you going, what are you doing?
I thought the camera was taking loads of pictures. That's what it sounded like. Water.
Yeah, jinx.
Yeah,
water, important. Water. I mean,
Water.
a few things here. So I just feel like we're repeating what every bloody online coach repeats.
Yeah.
High protein diet. Drink more water. Do your resistance training.
But it's
Nathan.
so simple.
So I'm trying to share a reel.
Okay, cool. Next one.
Yes. Next on the list is like meal timings and vulnerable timings.
I don't know why it's really cute when you say the word vulnerable. Yeah.
So meal time and energy balance. So just we want to make sure that we are kind of splitting our meals up and having them around times of where you feel you're going to need the energy. So around training, you want to make sure you've got energy for training. Yeah, some people like to do it fasted. That's absolutely fine if that's your thing. But for a lot of people that train mid-morning, lunch, afternoon, evening, you're going to be zapped of energy. So make sure you are fueled for your training, and splitting your meals up and not having too much of a gap between your foods, because it can lead to you obviously being hungry. Hungry can lead to making bad decisions, whether that's a Snickers bar at the petrol station or one of your kids' mini rolls in the cupboard.
Mini rolls.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's just it's so easy to go, oh fuck it, I'll just have that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you're not in control of your energy. And in terms of the vulnerable aspect, a lot of people, this is so common. I'll always get clients saying that they struggle in the evening once they are sitting down and kind of watching watching TV or something. You feel a bit like you feel hungry. You haven't got many calories left, or any calories left that keep you where you need to be. So it's a vulnerable time, isn't it? Because you're a bit bored. You're just sitting there like, oh, could do with
And
something.
all you can think
You're not
about is
occupied.
food.
Yeah. So it's always worth saving some calories for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's a bit of Halo top ice cream or what do we used to have? We used to have mini fabs and twisters, didn't we?
Yeah, mini twister.
Summer's coming.
Can't wait for
Yeah.
summer.
So little things like that, little low calorie treats. So yeah, Halo top ice cream's a really good one. Or mini twisters and fabs, low calorie. Or you've got the old Greek yogurt, bit of protein, mix that up, put some berries in it, bit of almond butter.
Super.
Maybe break a fibre one, put that in there.
Ooh.
I mean, it depends how many calories you got. I mean, I'm talking about myself here, so
Yeah.
it's like a 500 calorie snack. But yeah, so meal timings, energy balance, and saving food for calories for vulnerable times.
Yeah.
Okay, Emma, what is next on the list?
I'm going to talk about how it's okay to have slip ups. You are not going to go through, well, if you do go through a dieting phase and you are 100% every single day, well done to you. But if you have slip ups, it's fine. It's normal. Focus on consistency rather than perfection. So if you're super restricting yourself the whole way through and you're kind of just making yourself miserable, almost making yourself want to have things more, it can kind of maybe make it worse because it kind of builds up for so long that then you just suddenly binge or suddenly you're just like, fuck it. Whereas if the way through, you have some treats or some things that you've wanted to have or whatever, obviously in moderation, it's going to help a lot more than just completely restricting yourself. So I have a client who's prepping for a photo shoot for one of my ones, and it was her birthday the other day, and she just had a day where she just went up to London, had some nice food, completely off track. And she said, obviously at the time she really enjoyed it, but she was like, I just know I'm going to wake up tomorrow and really regret this. She woke up the next day and she was like, do you know what? I feel so much more motivated after that. She was like, I feel like I had a day where I was just a little bit off track, didn't go over massively, but was over obviously her limited calories. And yeah, she just says she feels so much better for it. And I said, good, I'm glad.
It's having that sustainable approach. Like I fully understand, like if you're doing a competition, if you're doing a bodybuilding competition, then you're not going to have anything like that. You're going to be 100% of the time, because you don't want to get in the stage and go, why did I have that one burger? Because that could be the difference between you winning or losing.
But that's a different goal.
But that's a whole different goal. It's an absolute different beast. And it's obviously for a short period of time. But if you're doing it, probably doesn't feel short to them, but still, you know what I mean? If you're doing it as a lifestyle, sustainable approach, it's worth factoring in treats and stuff like that and building it into your calories. I mean, it doesn't have to not have it. There's no like, oh, that's a unhealthy food, I can't have that. Just don't, if you just stay within your calories, like this wants to take me on to, as more of a hack, is the calorie banking that we do with our clients. So you've got calorie or even step banking. I've got one client that does step banking, I'll talk that after. But calorie banking, so say you are, I'm going to pluck a number, you're on 2,000 calories a day. And you're going out with the boys or the girls at the weekend.
Boop, boop.
And you know that it's going to be a bit of a crazy one. You're going to have beers, you're going to have, Prosecco, whatever. You're going out for a meal out. You may go, right, Monday to Friday, I'm going to have 1,600 calories or say 1,800 calories, whatever. So it gives you 200 calorie bank a day. So obviously Monday to Friday, you've now got 1,000 calories. So it then comes to your Saturday when you're going out and you're like, right, I've got 3,000 calories today. So although you may not track when you're out, it gives you a kind of peace of mind that you kind of got a bit of area to kind of play with, and you don't feel like, oh, I've just gone massively backwards.
Yeah.
If you're going to do that, like I've got one guy who's on forced kind of banked, so we just split his calories. He's got calories for during the week, he's got calories for the weekend. He loves a social, he loves a beer, and I mean his trend line for his weight is just constantly down. In fact, he just went, the one I just told you about earlier, he just went skiing. He was like, Mark, going skiing for the week, gonna be on the beers every day, loves a beer. He come back, he was like 0.3 of a kilo heavier, and he was like, mate, I'm so surprised. I was like, you've been skiing all day, like it takes a lot to put on body fat. And then today he messaged me this morning and he's hit his lowest ever weight. So just goes to show, I'm not saying go out and get pissed all the time, but if you monitor it and you're still good around it, then it's not so bad.
Yeah. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Another thing that I want to say is stress.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people tend to rely on food when they feel quite stressed. You know, you're stressed, you've had a long day, you just want to have takeaway, or you just want to have loads of chocolate to almost make yourself feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas what you want to focus on doing is obviously keeping stress levels down as much as you can, and also finding other ways to de-stress, whether that's, you know, going for a walk, going for a run, going to the gym, reading a book, having a bath, having a bit of a self-care night, whatever it is that you find de-stresses you, focus on doing that rather than using food as a way to de-stress.
Agreed. And just getting good sleep as well helps massively. We're talking about stress and recovery. Just, I mean, how much has it changed for you having a sleep routine? Emma used to never sleep. I mean, it was ridiculous, to the point where I would go to bed, I'd wake up and she wouldn't be in bed because she would have fallen asleep on the sofa because she would lay here watching TV. But now, where we've kind of forced to go to bed at like 10 because we put Max to bed then because we wanted to get him into a routine. Sounds like a kid. And he sleeps through till 6. It just means me and Emma are in that routine of, right, we're going to bed 10 till 6 every day. And it works so much better. I mean, I feel better for it. I know you feel better for it.
Yeah.
Although at the start of this podcast, she didn't sleep very well. But,
I didn't sleep
well.
well.
But normally she does. But anyway, we are getting tight on time. So I did actually want to add one thing. And it is something that I wouldn't say it is kind of a hack. Is it a hack? Maybe a hack. I know people hate it, but it can serve a purpose sometimes. And that is depending on your day. So like fasting. So like fasting in the morning. Now I don't do that as part of my thing. I don't say to people, right, I think you should fast. It's the best way to lose fat loss. But to lose fat. But if I do find for some people that it works better if they're on low calories and they are a lot more vulnerable later on in the day and they're not that hungry in the morning, then it works well, like fasting. Like you wake up, you're more productive, you're more alert, more energy because you're at the start of the day, you're going to have your coffee and you can kind of push on and kind of clear some of that day before entering your calories. So
you just save some calories.
It's just saving calories for later on in the day. And I've got a few clients that do it and it works well for them. So it is a kind of a little hack. If you do want, going back to the vulnerable stage of you feel that you run out of calories at the end of the day when you're more hungry. So maybe look at fasting in the morning.
Yeah.
And then use your calories later on in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
I think we covered that. Do you know what? I'm bloody starving.
Yeah, I'm so hungry. We're gonna have some lunch now.
I mean, Emma had you had a sales call, didn't you? Before the thing. So, and I was at the gym. So we're both a bit delayed with the chicken wings. So
we're gonna have wings.
We are literally about to have chicken wings. We have them every podcast.
Yeah, we have wings every podcast.
Nathan, how do you feel about that?
I fucking love chicken wings.
Yeah, they are good ones.
Allowed to swear on the podcast?
Oh,
I've been told off. I've been told off loads of times for swearing.
Who, one of your clients?
Yeah, one of my clients, her daughter is like obsessed with Emma. I don't know how old she is. She must be 10 or 12.
I think she's 9.
9. She's obsessed with Emma, and
shout out.
Yeah, don't want to say any names. Too young.
No.
Yeah, and obviously I always swear. So her mum's always like, she loves the podcast, but you always swear.
Yeah.
You could always beep them out.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, you can do.
There'd be a lot of beeps.
There'd be a lot of beeps. Yeah. I don't swear that much anymore. But yeah, we do have Emma has a fan who's young and just absolutely loves and admires watching her, which is quite cute. I have no fans, but anyway,
Got no fans.
I'm fat and I've got small legs. So. Talk about body shaming. I'm getting body shamed here. And I don't like it.
Body shamed you.
I'm
People
joking.
just said that I have big quads and that you were skipping leg day.
I've been body shamed. I've been told I'm skipping leg day. I've been told I like burgers.
Do you like burgers?
Oh, I love burgers.
Yeah, I love a
Do
good
you
burger.
skip leg day?
Yeah.
Now and then. Do you know what? All it's done is fueled the engine.
Mate, he's going to have huge quads.
Yeah, you wait till you see me in 10 weeks. 10 weeks. Anyway, on that note, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys for listening. Hit us up on socials at _couple of coaches on TikTok, YouTube and Instagram. Also, our son, aka Max the dog, is flying on TikTok. 1.2 million views. Sorry, got ill. 1.2 million views on one of his TikToks. So hit him up at the golden cocker _Max.